Hey, Jimmy with Cuffing Stuff. Man, have we got a good one for you today. Now this is one you don't see very often, but oh my goodness, my herd loves it. I bet yours will too. This is chicken fried beef ribs. Now I know you probably seen my video, chicken fried pork ribs. If you haven't, I'll put a card up here. This is so good, oh my gosh. And for anybody that doesn't eat pork, here's your answer. This is good. So let's don't waste any time. Hang tight. Okay, here's what I have. Now, it took 3 different places to get enough ribs to do this. This, I think, came from Walmart. They're labeled back ribs, and they look pretty decent. These came from local grocery store. These are probably what you will normally find in a grocery store. They still look pretty good. And then last, I have some from my butcher that I got him to cut. So what I'm gonna do is, let's open these up. And I'm just gonna take the knife and I'm gonna separate these, try to get in the middle. These look pretty tender already. These are the ones from the butcher. All right, that's got this rack cut. Let me cut up the other 2. You don't need to watch me separate ribs, and I'll bring you back. Okay, we've got them cut up into relatively the same size, which is going to help with cooking. Now, here's what I'm using today. This is something brand new. This is Uncle Steve shake. This is Lucky Cow shake. Okay, it's an all-purpose seasoning. This is my first cook with it. So we're gonna try this out and see how it does. I wanna know exactly what it does. So that's all I'm gonna use on these ribs for seasoning. Now I can tell already just from looking and the smell, I can tell you I probably am going to really love this, because Uncle Steve sometimes seems like he's mixing up his shakes just for me, because I like his blends for different things. And go to UncleSteveShake.com and tell him I sent you, and Uncle Steve will hook you up. He's got something for everything. So I'm putting a fairly healthy, that's a little one. So is this. But I'm putting a healthy amount on this. I want to give this shake a fair shake. I want to give it a good try. But I can tell already, I have no doubts that this is good stuff. I can smell it, and I did taste it, and I liked it. So we're gonna try it on these ribs. Let's get them seasoned up good. And you see I'm doing both sides, top and bottom. Get these good. And I'm gonna tell you what, this is a pan full of ribs, and I would make a bet with you there won't be a rib left when this herd hits them. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let this hang out, and I'm gonna let that meat absorb all that good shake. So I'm gonna let it hang out right here for just a little bit, and we'll go to the next step in just a few minutes. Okay, let's check our grease temperature. Oh yeah, in fact, I let it run just a little bit over on purpose. I'm gonna turn it down. Now, if you don't have one of these thermal guns, let me show you. If you'll take, and I know, just take a pinch and drop that flour in the top of it. If it immediately just fries on it, you got it going. All right, let's get this going. So we want to batter our rib up. Then I'm going to put it down. This is about 2 cups of milk and 3 eggs. And this flour mixture is 2 cups of flour, a quarter cup of baking soda, and a quarter cup of baking powder. Now I'm just going to drop this down in the pot. I know you probably can't see that wonderfully, but we'll give you a better look in a minute. Let me get some of these going. I don't want my grease to get too hot. Now, I turned it down. This is actually peanut oil that I'm using today, but I mean, you use what you want, whatever kind of oil. This isn't too hot. You also see, again, I don't miss a chance to use this old pot. I'm the 3rd generation to have this pot. There is no telling what this pot has cooked in its day, and it's still going strong. That's one thing I love about cast iron. It will, as long as you treat it well, last forever. And it holds a right good bit. So, let's get some of this, fill in this pot. These are looking good, and they're already bubbling and carrying on. Now this is all I'm gonna do. I'm battering it. I'm going in my egg wash, going back in the batter, making sure I've got a good one. This is gonna ensure that I've got a good crispy crust on the outside, and that's about all I want to do to start with. Let me move you over and I'll show you what we're looking like. All right, you see? Now, as I've said in prior videos, one of the big things when you put this in, leave it in, leave it alone. Let that crust start to crisp up. Don't stir it to death. All you're gonna do is rub that crust off your meat. Now, this is the flour concoction that I'm using. This is milk, and this is whole milk, 3 eggs, and probably, I would say about 4 tablespoons of Texas Pete. Just a little bit of hot sauce makes everything better. Okay, well, that's the last of it. And as you see, they turned out beautiful golden brown color. They smell terrific. I love cooking at that old pot. Just kind of connects me to history just a little bit. All right, well, I'm gonna give them a minute to cool off just a little bit, and then we're gonna come back with my favorite part. Well, here we are again. Where are you? I'd share with you if you were here. I say it every time, I mean it. All right. This is where we get to try what we've done here. Oh my goodness. I had this one nailed. Uncle Steve, don't touch that shake. That needs to go on the market. Oh, that's so good. Folks, you get a chance. That Lucky Cow, oh my goodness. You got to get some. Oh, this is so good. Yep, that's it. Well, folks, thanks for hanging around. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit this circle over here and subscribe. I'll have another one of the videos that we've done prior to this over here. Until next time, hang tight.